All of you know that Linux is very popular operating system, and administrating Linux operating system is a very important task in organization nowadays. Lot of jobs openings are related to administrating Linux servers. So this course is focused on the concept of making you capable enough so you can able to manage the Linux you comfortable enough so you can able to perform various Linux administrative tasks. So before moving in the depth of the concepts and before starting hands-on practical, I just want to give one idea. For example, when you want to log in any system, I am going to take a scenario that I have a system and this system is a Ubuntu Linux, or you are very much familiar with a Linux that is a Kali Linux. So I have taken that example. This is a Kali Linux operating system. And in this system, I am trying to log in and I am using a username Avath for login and the password I am going to use XYZ. When I will give this credential, I will get login into the system. And what is my present working location? My present working location is home directory of this particular user. Home directory of this particular user. Understanding Linux and understanding the various command, it is very important. First, you understand when you log in your system, what is your location. Once you will able to understand that okay on which location you are operating, then you can able to run various command associated with various files, directories and object present inside that particular system. So I just want to give you the hierarchical overview of how Linux system is organized, and by default when you enter any user ID and password, what is the current location of any logged in user. So we will see in the next slide that to various hierarchical directory structures which are present in the Linux system. So we are not going to discuss about all these here in detail. I am just going to focus on home directory because we will discuss Linux hierarchical file system when we come on the upcoming modules. But in this module, it is very important. When any user will log in, you can check what is the base directory on the Linux system. Is the root is the base directory, or you can say this is the parent directory of all the subdirectories present inside a Linux system. And inside root directory, one directory is a home. So if in your system there are three users, for example, one user is Avath, another user is XYZ, and another user is PQR. So if Avath will come on the system and provide his username as a Avath and password is 123, for example. So this is the username. This is a password. And after entering, when he will get access the system and when you open the command prompt and anything, and if you will press present working directory, what is the location of this particular user? You always see the location is /home/Avath. Similarly, so what we call this location is called home directory of user Avath. Now, whatever the operation this user is performing, it is performing in this particular home directory right now. Later on, if you want to perform any operation on bin directory, he need to move in the bin directory. We will discuss how we can change from one location to another location. But it is very important to understand when you log in your system, what is your default location. Second thing, another user XYZ. So when XYZ will log in, he will supply the username is XYZ. And again, password, I am taking example 123. What is the location of XYZ user? /home/XYZ. Inside this XYZ or our, there are multiple subdirectories are present. And what are the directories? Like that documents, like that downloads, like that, pictures, etc. So we can say that once we are in this location, we can able to traverse all the possible location in the system. So if someone asks, what is the default location when you log in into the Linux system? Answer in the chat box. What is the default location? Home directory. Home directory. Inside home directory, there is a username. So what we can write here, username. Any user who is logging into the system, once he log in into the first time, the location is home directory and username. I will just show you the practical implementation of the same. So you can go, you can check it out. This is my Linux system. So you can see that multiple users are reflecting. I want to log in user hour. So I select it and it is asking password for this user. So I entered the password. Now, whatever the environment will get loaded, that environment is related to the user hour account. It is not related to any other user account. So for example, I opened my terminal and I issued a new command that is called pwd. So what is my location? /home/hour. So as I reflected you now, whatever the various possibilities are available, we will explore later on. If I will perform log off, I perform logged out. So you can see that. OK. After logging out, when I want to log in again, so whatever the user this time, so for example, I want to log in from user exam. I'm trying to provide password. So now whatever the environment will get ready, that environment is related to the user exam. So when I will go open a terminal and check that what is my present working directory in this case. So you can say that home exam. So from here we can derive when any user will log in, what is the default working location? Default working location is the home directory of that particular user. Now again, I am going to log out this and log in into the first account. Second thing, Linux work on both the interfaces. It support the graphical user interface also, and it is support the command line interface also. Second thing, we need to understand the difference between CLI and UI. Then we are going to cover all these commands in detail. So I am going to write it down. We need to discuss CLI. Then we need to discuss GUI. GUI stand for graphical user interface. CLI stand for command line interface. So Linux uses various kind of shell, various kind of shell. And what is the use of shell? Shell will take input from user and provide that request to the system. Then system again return that particular request and it will get returned to the user. So you can say that shell is the intermediate between user and system, or you can say kernel. Whatever the instruction or you will provide to the shell will take that instruction, process that particular request and return back to that particular user. So in the Linux, we use different kind of shell. Bash is a very common shell. SH is also one shell. ZSH is also another shell. So these are the different shells which comes with different functionality and provide you the interface where you can talk to the system. So via shell, whatever we want to talk to the system, so shell will not able to understand our language. If I want to say in very layman, and so means system is not able to understand your language. System will able to understand the language. The shell is acting as an intermediate and it will convert user inputs in the format so it is easily understandable by the system, and it will provide that understand, interpret it and execute the command what user want. So that is a CLI. Why CLI is very popular? Because it is fast, it is because when we want to load the graphical user interface from the remote connections, it graphical user interface required more bandwidth. So CLI is very common in the Linux based operating system. Now, why we are much more focusing on the CLI or Linux as a subject right now? Either you want to go in cybersecurity domain, or you want to go in cloud, or you want to go in XYZ, any domain of the technology, Linux become very popular over there. Linux, because if you want to go in cybersecurity, lot of organizations are using Linux server. If you want to become a developer, so nowadays, open source community is increasing. Linux, we use different kind of shell. Bash is a very common shell. SH is also one shell. ZSH is also another shell. So these are the different shells which comes with different functionality and provide you the interface where you can talk to the system. So via shell, whatever we want to talk to the system, so shell will not able to understand our language. If I want to say in very layman, and so means system is not able to understand your language. System will able to understand the language. The shell is acting as an intermediate and it will convert user inputs in the format so it is easily understandable by the system, and it will provide that understand, interpret it, and execute the command what user want. So that is a CLI. Why CLI is very popular? Because it is fast. It is because when we want to load the graphical user interface from the remote connections, it graphical user interface required more bandwidth. So CLI is very common in the Linux based operating system. Now, why we are much more focusing on the CLI or Linux as a subject right now? Either you want to go in cybersecurity domain, or you want to go in cloud, or you want to go in XYZ, any domain of the technology, Linux become very popular over there. Linux, because if you want to go in cybersecurity, lot of organizations are using Linux server. If you want to become a developer, so nowadays, open source community is increasing. And all of you know that Linux come under the open source software. So you can contribute lot many things, and in the Linux there is a huge community base, so there are always a new inventions will get derived. So now we are going to discuss about very basic command pwd, and we are going to start from here. So when any user will enter a command pwd, what you can able to see that present working directory. I am switching to the practical part over here, so I can able to explain each and every attribute. Just give me 1 minute. So you can check it from here. Now I have opened the command prompt. So pwd, as I already discussed, what is my present working directory or print working directory? If you issue pwd, you can able to check, okay, this is my present working directory. Now, if you want to explore how many files are available, how many directories are available, we need to take help of a command that is called ls. So before deep diving into the command, I want to explain the command syntax. In Linux, any command having three parts: command, option, and argument. Arguments. So command is any executable binary. Options modify the behavior of the command. What is the use of options? They are going to modify behavior of commands. Or you can say that with the help of options, you can control these commands. That, or you can say that with the help of option, you can filter the output of the command as per. So the best word is it is modify the behavior of the command. Argument, where that command is going to be applicable. For example, I run some command and I want that command will get applied on file 1. So we will say that it is an argument. I will show practically about all these details. So remember, every command having three parts: command, option, and argument. So we are going to explore it. Just give me one. So now we are going to understand. First, I am going to list all the files and directories. So I just issued a command over here. That command is called ls command. And when I issued the ls command, you can able to check how many files and directories, everything which is present in my system in this particular location, which location /home/avath, it will get listed over here. Now this is only command. Any option and any argument is not included right now. Second command, I want to see all the files. So -a. Right now we have included command also. Second, -a is acting as a option. And what is the argument? When you will not provide any argument, the default argument is present working directory. What is my present working directory? /home/avath. I haven't provided any argument or I haven't provided any path. So what this particular location will become my path. So when I will issue the command ls-a, it is going to list all the files, including hidden files, including special type of files, everything will get listed. So you can check it out. After issuing -a, the number of files will get increased as compared to normal ls command. So ls is listing the file and directory. ls-a is used for listing all type of files and directory. So you can check it out. There is a various files which are starting from dot notation. So these are the hidden files. These are the hidden files. So you can say that if you want to see the hidden files, you need to issue a command ls-a. After this, if you want to get the detailed information about any file, who is the owner of this particular file, who is the group owner of this particular file, what is the permission associated with this particular file, ls command is very helpful over that particular point. What is the command I want to issue? ls-l. L stand for long listing. L stand for long listing. And when I enter, it is going to show me the permission of all the files and directories are present in this system. In this system means when I am talking about in this system, in this current location. So what is my current location? My current location, if you issue the command pwd, if I want to list all the files and directories, not the hidden files. When I want to include hidden files, what I need to use? -a I need to use. So here -a is not included. So it is going to list files present in the files and directory present in the location /home/avath. Now I issued this command and I have seen the output. So we are going to explore from this particular point. So from here you can say, just give me 1 minute. You can check the first location. This first location, which is represented as a hyphen, it is going to tell you file type. What it is going to tell you? File type. Then second, three location R. What is the location is there? R, W and hyphen. So this is the first location. This is the second location. This is the third location and this is the fourth location. These are the user or owner permission. User or owner permissions. So what I will say, what operation user or owner can perform on this file? Read and write. R stands for read and W stand for write. Similarly, I will go on fifth, sixth, and seventh. What is the information is present over here? Read, write, and hyphen. So what the permission associated with group is represented by location 5, 6, 7. So what we can say that group permissions, what we can say that group permissions. Now, after this, if I will move on the location 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, and 10. So you can check read and dash dash. So this belongs to other permission. This belongs to other permissions. My screen is visible or not? Just give me the consent in the chat box. My screen is visible. Okay. Now, whatever I am writing on the pen, it is visible. Again, I am going to show you. So the first point, visible everything. Okay. Now, after 8, 9, 10, there is a value is coming 1. 1 is going to explain about link count. How many files are related to it. We will discuss in detail about link count when we are going to discuss about various type of links. Then this is the 11th location. After 11th location, I am moving on the 12th location. I am moving on the 12th location. So 12th location is related to the your username. This is the username, and 13th location is related to the group name. So what is the group name over here? Our. Now, if you want to check about the size, so 14th location is related to the size. So this location is related to the size. 15th location is related to the time and date. This location is related to the time and date. This is the 15th location. And this 16th location is related to the name of file. So if someone asks how much information you can able to get from ls-a, so total 16th, first location is going to tell me about file type. Second, third, fourth is related to the owner permission. Fifth, sixth, and seventh is related to the group permission. 8, 9, and 10 is related to the other permission. 11th position is related to the link count. 12th position is related to the username. Who is the owner of this file? So Awad is the owner of this file. 13th position is related to the group owner name. 14th position is related to the time and date. And 15th position is related to the file name. File name. Any confusion? Till this point, please let me know. Now, after this, I am going to delete this annotations. So just for your explanation, I have given over here. So just wait for a minute. Now, we have seen the ls-l. Now, if I want to see the permission related to a specific file. So right now we have discussed about command and option. We haven't discussed about the argument. So I want to see the permission related to the specific file, and the name of that file is abc.txt. So this time I want to supply argument also. So you can check abc.txt. So it is just going to reflect the permission related to the file abc.txt, and you can say that this is your command. After command we having this is my command, command, option, and argument. Command, option, and argument. So you can check it out. If here, if you want to see multiple directories also there, for directory there is a different option. ls-ld is used. When you want to see the permission related to the specific directories, then what is used? ls-ld command is used. So ls-ld and name of the directory, for example, d1. So if you want to see the permission related to the directory, you can able to see with the command ls-ld. Now, if you want to arrange the file with time ordering, then you can use command ls-lt. So if you will not provide any path over here, what is your present working directory? It will list all the files and directory in time order. Which kind of time? Access time. You can check it out. So you can see that all the files are arranged in proper time ordering, and it will be arranged from newest to oldest. So what is the newest access file is, or you can say, or recent access file is desktop, and on which date I access, you can able to check it out. It is visible, and you can see that all the files are coming. What is the oldest file? It is January 14 file. So you can check. It is going to arrange the file in time ordering. What command I have supplied? ls-lt. If I want to see from old to new, what I need to supply? ls-lrt. You can check it out. When I will write lrt means reverse time ordering, you can check that January 14 is the first file, and when you will see the top file will get at last. So old to new, ls-lt. You can check it out. So right now I will show you the history so you can able to analyze that what command we discussed till now. So this is these are the options we discussed till now. I am going to unmute everyone so you can discuss any question or any confusion till this point. Or you can able to access the chat. You can put the questions or any kind of doubts in the chat box. Everyone, sir, what is about link count and how it's work? Shikhar, when we come on the link count portion, we will discuss in detail about it. Just remember it is link count. Remaining all the things are clear. Everything just type OK in the chat box so we can able to proceed on the next command. Okay. So for the summary purpose, I am going to write down all the command on notepad once so you can able to understand. So we discussed about ls command. We discussed about ls-s, ls-a, ls-lt if for time ordering, ls-lrt, ls- one option is very important. H will give you the size in human readable format. Size in human readable format. I have created the notes for this. I will share that Notion link and just give me 1 minute. So from there, you can able to learn lot many things. I am creating on the basis of daily classes. So I will create and I will share that Notion link with you guys so you can check it out. So right now we are discussing in module 1, and inside module 1, we are going to discuss about PWD command or listing files and directories. So this is a command. You can see that whatever the various options supported by ls command with detail and with the example I have explained over here. So I will share this link in the chat box so you can able to study later on in a group, in our WhatsApp group, so you can study. But right now we have discussed. So size in human readable format: ls, ls-l, ls-a, ls-lt, ls-lrt, and ls-h. One command I want to show you practically. For example, ls, go inside documents. Inside documents, there are multiple files. OK. So if you want to list all the files recursively, you can check -capital R is used to recursive listing of files and subdirectories. What is the meaning recursive listing of files and subdirectories says? Just have a look over here. I will make the diagram for you right now. For example, I have one directory with the name of ABC. Inside ABC, there are two directory. One is with the name of A with the name of B. Now inside A, we having another three directories with the name of 1, 2, and 3. Inside B, we having another three directory with the name of 4, 5, and 6. And I want to issue a command which will list the ABC also and all the subdirectories detail also. So what you will use ls-r. I will show you practically ls-r slash. For example, I want to see for documents. So you can check it out. It is showing me inside documents, there is a files find.txt, lpu100, lpu200, lpu300, and reference.txt. Inside documents, inside LPU100 any file is present? No. Inside LPU200 any file is present? No. Similarly, if I want to explore all the directories, subdirectories present inside the downloads, you can check it out. So when you want to perform recursive listing or you want to display all the directories and subdirectories present inside any given directory, what you need to run the command ls-r. R stands for recursive listing. Second thing, if someone given you path, for example, that you need to check the permission and complete detail about the files, and that files belongs to the location is /home /our /document and /find, or /home /our /documents and /lpu. So what I will do, if somebody has asked me to present long listing permissions, so you need to utilize a command. And what command you need to utilize? ls-l. Then what you need to give? Path of file and directory. Path of file and directory, whatever you want to list. So I want to list about file first. So what? /home /our /documents. So somebody has told me about document, and there is a file name is find.txt. So you can able to see, I am able to see all the details related to this file. Now this is command, this is option, and this last one is acting as a argument. Similarly, if I want to see for the directory, and there's a directory with the name of lpu100. So now if you issue the command ls-l, nothing is visible, because what I told you, for seeing the permission related to directory, what command you need to supply? ls-ld. Okay. So this is the command. So we have discussed about ls command in detail. So again, I am going to add whatever one or two more command we have discussed. So we discussed about ls-R for recursive listing of the files and directories. ls-ld. LD is used for directory information, directory info. And if you want to list file for any given location, what you need to give? ls command, then you need to give option, then you need to give path of file. Once we perform the listing and all, then how we can jump from or move from one file to another file or one directory to another directory. So from the given agenda diagram, we have discussed about ls command in detail. We discussed about pwd command in detail. Now we are going to discuss about cd command. So what cd stand for? Cd stand for change directory. So right now, for example, my location is when I logged in system. So step one, I logged in. So after login in system, what is my default working location? Type in the chat box. What is my default login working location when I will log in into the system? What is my default location? Home/username. Very good. Home/username. So once I log in into the system, I will get the default location is home/username. Home/username. And in this case, when I logged in with our username. So /home/our. So in this case, home is a parent directory for our. Now, whatever the possible options, whatever the possible listing is present after our, so what I will do, I will issue the ls command and I will see the several directories. For example, if your new system, you can see documents is one directory, downloads is another directory, pictures is another directory, videos is another directory, and number of files. So from this location, from our, now we have various options to move on. I am allowed to move on in the document directory, in download directory, in picture directory, in videos directory. Now, if I want to go inside document, what I need to write? CD and path where I want to go. So right now, what is my current location? My current location is /home/our, and I will write here CD document because I am already present on this location. So with the help of CD, what I will do, we will switch on this particular location. So we are not providing the full path. What is the full path for document? Inside the root directory, there is a home directory. Inside home directory, there is a username directory, and inside username directory, there is a directory with the name of doc. But if we already present on any location and if we want to move further, what we called it mechanism? Relative location. What we called it? Relative location. If I am present on any location, it's not matter. If I will give full path, for example, I will write cd/home/our/documents. So what kind of path it is? It is full path. It is full path. You can utilize full path also for switching from one directory to another directory, and you can utilize the relative path mechanism also with the help of CD. So we are going to check various options related to CD. So check it out. For example, what are the various options? So you can check there is a documents, download, error, file name, n number of files are reflecting over here. Now, if I want to move from one place to another, I want to go in documents. So what I will write? Documents. Now, what is my present working directory? /home/our/document. But what input you have given over here? You have given only CD document. Why it is taken /home/our? Because it is your present working directory. Like that, I again, if you will give CD and path, you will give CD and path, you can able to move on this particular location. If right now, what is the options are available inside document? Inside document, we having LPU 100, LPU 200, LPU 300. So for example, I want to go inside LPU 100. Now, what is my present working directory? Inside home, inside our, inside document, inside LPU 100. Now you can check it out. Just wait. LPU 100 is a child directory. For LPU 100, what is the parent directory? Documents. For document, what is the parent directory? Our. For our, what is the parent directory? Is home. So if you want to move from your present working directory to parent directory, to immediate parent directory, what you need to write? You need to write cd dot dot. What you need to write? Cd dot dot. You can check it out. CD dot dot. You can see what is your present working location. Now present working location is documents. Again, if I want to go inside our, what I will write cd dot dot. Now check the present working directory home our. If you want to go inside home directory, what you will write then? Now you will check the present working directory slash home, because I want to move. If you want to move your immediate parent directory, what command is used? Cd dot dot. If you want to go on any specific location, for example, I want to go inside our directory, you can check now inside home slash our. So what I will write? Cd and path of that particular file or directory. Not file, only in the case cd is only going to work for directories. Now I want to go inside documents, and this time I want to go inside LPU200. So this is one method. Here you can see that path is not starting from slash. By default, home slash Awadh will get added in this. Why home slash Awadh is get added in this? Because it is taking the relative path. What is my current location? PWD I should, and I am able to check slash home slash Awadh. So whatever the path I will give, it is a start from this location. Now, if I want to give full path like that, slash home slash Awadh slash downloads, I want to go on this. So it's not going to consider any of relation with the path where I am, because I have given full path. If you remember, in the Linux, every path is starting from slash symbol. So any path which is starting from this slash symbol, we can say that that path is a full path. I will issue. Now you can check the PWD. So what is my current location? Slash home slash Awadh slash downloads. So this is my current location. So we discussed about cd. We discussed about cd dot dot. Now, third option, for example, you are any location. Right now I am inside LPU200 and downloads do ls. Okay, inside ls we having one directory with the name of LPU1. So what is my present working directory? This. Now if you forgot about how to go on home directory, so you just need to type cd and tilt symbol. This particular tilt symbol is called home directory variable. So you will see that it will redirect you directly to the home directory. Issue the pwd command. This particular variable hold the path for home directory of that particular logged in user. So when you will give cd and this tilt symbol, it will take you the home directory. Second thing, another method for the same. Right now, for example, I am in downloads. If you give in only cd also, then it is going to work same. So simple cd or cd tilt symbol will take back you to the home directory location, where it is going to take at home directory location. Now, if someone asks switch between current working directory and present working and previous working directory, for example, I am going to write it down, and with the help of initially I am working inside slash home slash Awadh slash document. So this is my current working directory. This is my current working directory. WG stand for working directory. Previous working directory is slash home slash Awadh slash downloads, for example. Now, if I want to switch between current working directory and previous working directory, what is used? CD space hyphen is used. I will show you. So right now, everyone make a note of it. Just wait. I am going to switch on the demonstration. So for example, I want to go inside cd slash home slash Awadh slash downloads first, because this is my previous working. Now I want to currently switch cd slash home slash Awadh slash documents location. Now, if I will say present working is, now if I want to go back into the previous working, so what I will write? Cd space hyphen. So now you can see that what is my current location? Downloads. If I will issue, slash home slash avat slash download. Again, if I will write minus, now what is my present working location? Slash home slash avat slash document. So switching between current working location and previous working location. For example, if you want to perform various operation on two different directories again and again, you can take the help of this. Instead of giving full path, right now, what is my location? If I will issue PWD, what is my previous working directory right now? Downloads. If I want to move to the previous working directory, I have to write only cd hyphen. So cd hyphen is used for switching between previous directory and current directory. One option I want to discuss more, that it is not utilized very much, but cd single dot is going to represent current directory pointer. It is going to represent current directory. Whenever you will type cd single dot, it is not going to put any impact. So if you will check it out, cd single dot, cd single. So we are going to write down the various option. Cd single dot, it is related to the current directory. Current directory. Cd double dot, move to parent directory. Move to parent directory. Cd tilt is used for go to home location. Go to home location. Cd minus switch between current and previous working directory. cd path is if you want to move any specific location, then what you will give? Cd path. So these are the various options related to the cd command. Any confusion till this point, write in the chat box. Then we are going to move further. I am going to unmute if anyone having any question, anyone want to ask anything. Today's topic may seems to be very easy, but in the next sessions, the topic is going to be more and more complex. So I will say that means be attentive. If you will attentive, then only you can able to. So I enabled the mic for everyone. If anyone having any confusion right now, so please ask till this particular point.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Adit.
Sir, so a question is, sir, what is the difference between PWD and CD dot, sir?
PWD is used for print working directory. CD dot is just a single pointer which is referring to the current directory location. No more. PWD is completely doing the different task. It is just going to print that location of your present working directory. CD dot means whatever the variable you are providing the current location path. It is not going to print that what is present working directory location. Got the idea?
Sir, but sir, दोनों तो सर एक ही पर्टिकुलर चीज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है सर हमें सर।
अच्छा एक चीज चलो सामने देखते हैं, स्क्रीन विजिबल है ना?
वेट सर जी सर, हाँ सर अभी सर।
हाँ, अभी PWD लिखा, क्या आया? प्रिंट कर दिया उसने, प्रिंट कर दिया उसने स्लैश होम स्लैश अवर स्लैश डाउनलोड्स। क्लियर? नाउ इफ आई हैव रिटन cd start, is there any print option is there?
Okay, sir.
It is going to print anything. It is referring the current directory, but it is not going to tell me what is my present directory location or anything. It is referring to the what is the input when I am giving the cd dot. It is going to take the same input, but it is not going to printing it. That's why what we call PWD is used for print the location of present working directory. Got the idea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else having any question? Everyone good to go? Okay. So now we are moving toward our third command. if as per the course, mkdir, touch, then man, then apropos. Before moving mkdir and touch, mkdir and touch is used for creating files and directories. What is the creating files and directories? So first we will discuss in detail about mkdir and a lot of options we will learn. So if you want to create a directory inside a system, if you want to create, what command is used? Mkdir and name of the directory. If you want to create on any specific location, what you need to write? Mkdir and location slash name. For example, I want to create directory in download location. What is my present working directory? I am presently working inside slash home slash avath. Now somebody has given me the task to create a directory with the name of ABC inside download location. So what command I will issue? After hash mkdir downloads plus name of the directory. For example, I want to give the name of directory is ABC. Similarly, if anybody has given me the create a directory at document location, so what I will use? Documents plus ABC. So what we are providing? We are providing path. So I will show you. Now, third scenario, if somebody has given me a task, you need to create a directory with the name of Avath. Inside Avath directory, you need to create one another directory with the name of student. Inside student, you need to create one another directory is best, for example. So means using a single command, I need to create a directory hierarchy where Avath is a parent directory, student is a child directory for Avath, and it is a parent directory for best. So and with the mkdir, you can able to create this hierarchy with single command. How we can able to create? Mkdir hyphen p is used. What is used? Hyphen p. So what option I will give? Avath. Inside Avath, I want to create with the directory name of student. Then I want to create a directory with the name of best. So you can check it out. Avath, student and best. Avath, student and best. Now we will see the practical. The first step, if I want to create a directory, so right now I want to create a directory is Linux admin. Linux admin. So you can check it out. ls, one directory will get created with the name of Linux admin. Now, second step, I want to create the directory hierarchy, which I discussed mkdir hyphen p, and the session name is Linux. Inside Linux, I want to create a directory with the name of student, and inside student, I want to create a directory with the name of best. So you can check any directory with the name of Linux is not present over here. I entered, command executed successfully. Do ls. One directory is created with the name of Linux. So when I will write cd Linux, now do ls. Another directory inside the Linux is present with the name of student. So what I will write? cd student. Now do ls. Inside a student, another directory is present with the name of best. So you can see that with the single command, what command I used? I used a very simple command, that mkdir p Linux student slash best. So it helped me to creating three directories and with proper relationship. So Linux become the parent of student directory and student directory become the parent of best directory. Now, second, we already utilize a command. I want to list all the directories and subdirectories present inside Linux how we can able to do? Who is going to write in the chat box? What command we are going to perform if I want to issue the this particular mechanism? So type in the chat box. I want to list all the file and directory present inside Linux and R. Himanshu is saying that -R option is going to utilize it. Okay. Anup is saying that if we want to list the permissions, ls-lr. Adit is saying that -al. No. Aditya, it is wrong. Sayyad is saying LR. LR is the correct option if we relate it to the permissions. So like that, ls-lr if you want to see, and for which directory? Linux. So you can see that it is showing about student also. It is showing about best also. If you will not issue the LR, then it is not going to show you the detailed permission. You can see that inside Linux, what is present? Student. Inside Linux/student, what is present? Best. And what is the final directory structure is Linux/student/best. It is very important to recall these things. Once we will go on the advanced topic, these things is going to help you a lot. So we discussed about mkdir. Now, for example, I want to go inside Linux. Here I want to create 20 directories with the name of L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. How many directories I want to create? 20 directories. So one method, I will write mkdir L1, then mkdir L2. So it is very time consuming method. When I want to create directories in the series, what is the best thing? L is a common name. I want to create with the name 3.20, for example. So what is going to do? Just before running this command, check it out. How many directories? L1, L2 and student. Now run the command mkdir. After mkdir, L is a common in that. And I want to create directories with L3, L4 till L20. Do ls. How many directories are there? L1, L2, L10, all 20 directories are created. All 20 directories are created. And what is the command is used for creating these directories in hierarchy is mkdir L3.20. So what is the meaning? It is used for this mechanism is used when we need to create multiple files and directories. Similarly, so we discussed about command mkdir and various options. So I am going to write down mkdir name of directory. Second command we discussed about mkdir -p slash parent directory, child1, then child1, child 1.1. Similarly, you can, if you want to create any directory with the relation of parent child, you can use -p. If you want to create a directory in the series, so mkdir common name, and then you need to give the pattern over here. For example, I want to create 1 to 10. So it is going to create a directory with the name of common name 1, common name 2, common name 3, common name 4, common name 5, so till 10. If you want to create on a specific location, somebody has asked you to create a directory inside documents, download. So you can write here full path. For example, every user present inside the home directory, inside our, inside documents, inside Linux, and I want to create a directory with the name of test. So this is one mechanism. If you want to give the relative path, so already the present working directory is home/our. So no need to giving this path because already it is working on this location. You need to supply the path is documents/linux/test. So it is going to create the directory. So these are the various options supported by mkdir command. Any confusion related to mkdir, please ask. Everyone is good to go? Okay. After this, we are going to move further and we are going to perform a command that is called touch. Touch command is used for two purposes. What is the first purpose? Create an empty file. Create an empty file. So when I want to create an empty file, what I will write? Touch abc.txt. Second, touch command is also used update timestamp. Update timestamp. Remember this particular thing. So with the help of touch command, if I will write down touch abc.txt, whatever the timestamp is related to this file will get updated. I will show you. For example, you want to create a file touch abc.txt or test new. So if I will see the permission for ls-test new visible, if I want to see the timestamp for this test.new, it is showing me the timestamp. Said it is birth on 8:36. You can see that all the times are same. All the times are same. Now we will wait for one or two. Right now it is 8:36:36. Right now it is 8:37. We will wait for 5-6 seconds more. Then I will show you what is the difference will this. So now I'm not going to create a new file. I just want to update the timestamp of this file. Again, I issued the command touch test new. Enter. Now see the timestamp. All the timestamps are get updated. So touch command is very important with the security prospect also. And the question asked multiple times. So touch command is utilized for creating empty file as well as touch command is also utilized for changing the timestamp of any file. Now it is very confusing. Some people ask me every time that, sir, how we can able to recall all the commands? It is very difficult job. So recalling or remembering the command is not an option in the Linux based system. It contains huge number of command. It's better that if you understand how we can utilize the help. So Linux provide a massive documentation for the same. So man pages are the one of the popular documentation which is available in the Linux based system. So one is man. So I will write man and man. So it gives me the detailed information about all the pages. So you can see that the man pages are divided into 9 categories. If you want to see the any detail about any executable program, it belongs to section 1. If you want to see the detail of system calls, it belongs to section 2. If you want to see the detail about library calls, it belongs to system section 3. If you want to see the detail about special files, it belongs to section 4. If you want to see the detail about file formats and conventions, it belongs to section 5. If you want to see the system administration command, which is usually run by root. As an administrator, this section is very important for you. What is the section number? 8. And kernel routines are present. If you want to execute anything related to kernel routines, you need to go for section number 9. So total are 9 section is defined. You can utilize this man pages. So man pages, if someone asks how many categories of man pages are available in the system, 9 category of man pages are available. What happened? For example, you are aware about the command ls, but you are not aware about the various options supported by that command. So what the mechanism you can use? Man and the name of command. So you can see that ls is used for listing directory content. Whatever the options supported by ls will get reflected over here. Now the challenge come. Similarly, I want to show for PWD also. You can see the print the name of current working directory. That is the best definition. Now the problem comes when we are not aware about the command and we don't want very detailed description. We want very short description. So what I will write? What is ls? So what is ls? Print directory content. I don't want to see the detail about the command. I just want to get a short description. I will use what is. Now, similarly, if you want to get about PWD, you can check it out. Sometimes we are not aware about the commands, but we aware about the functionality. For example, I want to change the password, but I am not aware about which command is used in the Linux for changing the password. So Linux provide one very good utility that help you, that is called apropos. What we call apropos. When you are not aware about the exact command and you are searching an exact command to performing any specific operations. For example, I want to perform operation on passwords. I'm not aware about that which command is used. So what I did, I issued the command apropos and password, press enter. You can check lot many commands will come in front of you, and what is coming? Password is coming as a keyword in every command description. Now, sir, huge confusion that which command is used for it. So what is important here? Command is coming. What is the meaning of this 181 again? This is section number. This is a section number. From here, what I get to know that if anything which belongs to section number 1, it is a executable. Anything which is belongs to section number 8 of man page, it is related to the system administrator. So you can check change passwd, update group password. But no, I don't want to update group password. I want to update user password. So I will go down and you can check one passwd is coming for section 5 and section 5 is about files. So this is a password file. So this is not utilized. We will move further. We will wait for the command which is used for section number 8. So you can check if you want to filter out the result. So from the keyword, you can able to check one command which is coming passwd1, which is used for change. One command is used from executable one. So, and this is the command which is used. Now somebody asked me, I want to perform firewall setting. So I said, okay, propose if something is related to this. So I have written firewall, enter. Okay, UFW is coming one of the program and it's belong to section number 8, program for managing a net filter firewall. Similarly, if you are aware about a keyword like that group, and you want to see that what are the commands related to the group, just issue the group. You can see that all the commands. So when we talk about the output of apropos, the first figure is going to represent command name. Second is going to represent the section name. What is going to represent? Section. So there are 9 sections in man pages. So add group is a command which will be performed by or run by administrator and it belongs to section 8. And what is the functionality of it? Add group or add something. So we discussed about man page. We discussed about what is. We discussed about apropos. One another command which is very important, if you want to get the full path of any binary executable. For example, I want to see where which ls is there. So you can see that ls belongs to the location user bin ls. Similarly, one command is where is. See the difference, which only provides the path for executable. Where is provide the path for executable and documentation for the executable. What where is provide? Path for executable and documentation for executable. So this is the path and this is the link for documentation. So means ls command documentation present in the man file. So which command is not going to provide you the documentation, but where is going to provide you the documentation. So we discussed about the command man. We discussed about this command what is. We discussed about the command apropos. We discussed about the command which. We discussed about the command where is. These all commands are related to help. One another command is very popular, that is info. Maybe info package is not installed. So you can go info ls. So you can see that this command is also very useful. That is called information pages. So it is also going to help you about the documentation. So we discussed about man, apropos, what is, and where is.